Alright, leaving Globe. Already had breakfast and everything. It's about 7:30. Yennefer's nice and clean. It is going to be warm today, but I'm also going to be gaining several thousand feet of altitude. Alright, we're going to get down here, get gas, and then I'm probably not going to run the cameras until I get out there a ways. I'm on pavement for probably the first 15 or 20 miles on my way out of Globe. That is such a cool bridge. It is 65 miles to Young, and we'll see what this route is like. So the main route, which goes up here and follows a forest road called 203, has been relisted by the BDRs as an intermediate to advanced in sections, basically just because of all of the high traffic that it's gotten since they moved it off of the other road, which was 202, which is what Gavin actually went up last time we tried to do this, and you can see from my other videos that thing's a mess. And so basically just the additional traffic that it got on it on 203 has resulted in it being a little bit more difficult now than what it was, apparently. So I guess we'll find out. If it gets too stupid, I will come back down and take the easy alternate if I need to. But I've done this section twice now because I did it in both directions when I had to come back to help Gavin. And I've done the easy alternate also. I know what it all looks like. We'll see how it goes. The nice thing is I will be gaining altitude, so we'll get to stay cooler. It shouldn't get much over about 83-ish today. And I should be camping up on the rim. So that'll be nice. This first bit of it, you're just on fire roads like this, so that's really not a big deal at all. And then after you turn on to 203, it gets a little bit more rocky, and there's some pretty nice little climbs and stuff in there. I don't really remember any big segments where it was super difficult or anything, and it's really pretty up here. But yeah, back in the area that I know so well. So this was the section that Gavin and I got separated on, because at the 202-203 intersection, he went straight because his GPS, I still think his GPS was recalculating to the shorter route, but he went straight. I made the turn, and he got into a show, and I did not. And the result was me end up having about a 14-hour day. I think I did 220 or so miles of off-road that day, trying to get back to him and see if I could help him out. And that's not the goal for today. The goal for today would be to get up to the rim and to one of those campsites. And tomorrow it's down into Flagstaff. I may end up having to do some fairly significant diversions due to forest fires. There's a big fire in Colorado near Pagosa that just started. New Mexico shut down. I'm glad I did New Mexico BDR when I did, because you can't do it now. Carson National Forest, Santa Fe National Forest, basically the entire northern portion of the New Mexico BDR is fully shut to vehicular traffic because of fires. And there's also now a fairly large fire near Chloride Canyon, which may end up actually burning Chloride Canyon and threatening the town of Chloride. It's going to be a bad fire season, so I may end up getting fully routed around a few things that I don't get to do, which is unfortunate, but that's the nature of the West right now. Like, we're in damn near a 10-year drought. All the trees are dead because of beetle kill, and people keep doing dumb shit. One of the fires in Colorado was started by a community service officer in eastern Colorado who was burning basically slash and debris piles after being told not to. But he had to know better, and it burned down at least 2 people's homes. It didn't kill anybody, thankfully. And once you get up top a little bit, it is absolutely gorgeous. You can tell how much more water there is back here because everything is in bloom. There's actually a couple of small water crossings on this section. Day off yesterday was nice. I was able to get a video completed and uploaded, and then got about halfway through day 3 for New Mexico, so that was good. I am carrying extra water in case I end up dry camping tonight. There's a bunch of campgrounds up on the Mogollon Rim, so my anticipation is to stay in one of those. The next section from Young to Winona, I think is the name of the town, but it was the section when Gavin and I did it where lots and lots of ruts, and it's just not in great shape. But it just seems like most of the Arizona BDR right now is not in very good shape, and so I'm gonna bypass that bit and just go straight to Flagstaff for overland. What are you? That's a Gila monster. Holy shit. Hey buddy. Yeah, why don't you get off the road? That is a Gila monster. They are a poisonous lizard. They're not very dangerous because they just sit there and like chew on you to get their venom in. But that's cool. I've never seen one of those in the wild before. I'd always wanted to. That was awesome. It was a good sized guy too. That's about typical for them. They don't, I mean, at least in the wild, they're not going to get much bigger than that. So, I mean, yes, they're poisonous, but you saw it. How you'd have to do something pretty stupid to get bit by one, like pick it up. Cool. I've always wanted to see one of those. I was kind of hoping when I was hiking the CDT that I was going to see one because I would be out on foot more. But yeah, finally got to see a Gila monster. Oh, here's one of the water crossings. Let's see if there's any water on it. God, big old rock hidden in there. Damn it. Should have picked one of the sides. So the trick on these is go fairly slow and stay in the tire marks, because the other areas the algae tends to build up and it can get really slippery, and just no sudden movements. It's like riding on mud. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nasty. Where do I go first? God, I am just digging a f***ing trench. That's just full on 12 inches of gravel. Yeah, that whole road must have washed out. Coming down this, I was just like, when I was trying to get back to Gavin, I was bombing down these hills. Like, I did the whole section in basically 2 hours, I think. No, more like 3. But that was after already doing it once. It doesn't look like they've done any work on this, but I mean, this is in great shape. This bike also climbs so well. It can go over stuff so much easier than the 690 did, because I just always had to keep the 690 revved up, and I didn't like that. I had to go through stuff sometimes way faster than I would have liked, and on this I can just kind of pick my way through at slow speed, and it does great. Don't get me wrong, there's times where you kind of just gotta go for it, but oh god. Alright, well, so much for the rear facing camera. Oh, it actually broke. Great. Okay. The mount stayed on. I'll fix that later at some point. At overland, probably. Well, that kind of sucks. That's a fun view to have. So yeah, I'll mess with that when I'm at overland. And what broke was not the GoPro mount on the back of my GPS. It was the actual like foot And yeah, I think I put the Hero 8 up there and let it run and see if it works better. Oh, I remember that climb being pretty rocky, but we'll see. I remember this descent being pretty rocky because climbing out of this wasn't a ton of fun coming the other direction. But this is in great shape right now. Oh, it's actually really sandy. Oh, the cows have been in here. That used to be super loose and rocky, like just covered in loose rock. The sand is new. I don't remember that, but that was short, so no big deal. Yeah, this really looks like it got graded at some point. They don't appear to have thrown down gravel like everyone else does, so that's nice. Relax. We're in the low 80s. We're up to 4,500 feet of altitude from basically 3,000, I think, was one of the lower ones that I saw. And I should be camping tonight at like around 7, I think. So it should be significantly cooler. Generally speaking, when you're going up in altitude, you lose about 3 degrees for every 1,000 feet of altitude that you gain. I did strongly consider just taking the easy route up here. I remember how beautiful it is up here, and so I didn't want to do that. But I also don't want to get up here and then find out that this is a whole situation too, you know? Because that wouldn't be any fun. I don't want to do that, you know? There's a lot of this I don't remember. Came through here twice, but the second time it was already getting dark when I came through here, and I was going very fast. So I wasn't exactly enjoying the scenery. And honestly, it looks quite different. They've definitely done a fair amount of work back here on it. Like these water tanks weren't here. It doesn't really look the same. The road is in better shape, which is nice. In some areas, it's in a lot better shape. You know, I spent most of the climb coming up here on the 690 in first gear in just mountain goat mode. That hasn't really been the case at all so far. I should hit a couple of gates here if memory serves. This one's open. But yeah, there was a couple of closed gates up here. I know this opens up into some like really fun, almost 2-track road going over the flat bit. The exit to this is so much fun because it's just beautiful forests. You just gotta get through all the rocky stuff first. Oh, that air feels really good. Oh, and the saguaros are gone. I will not see any more of those cactus on this trip. They live in a very narrow climate zone right around Tucson and that area. You will not find them anywhere else. Yep, here's the first gate. I feel like I'm gonna step in between these and fall through. Alright, so my memory is of one more kind of difficult climb out, and otherwise a hell of a lot of fun riding. But we'll see if that's correct or not. This is in really good shape. It's in better shape than it was the first time I did it. this. A little bit of gravel, going straight. I think the high for today in Flagstaff was only like 78 or something. So yeah, here's hoping. This is so much fun. It's just super straightforward, but it's just, you know, kind of a flowy 2-track road, and it's a ton of fun. Gate is open, and I'm going immediate right because I'm not doing the expert section. Let's go second. I was first, whatever. I may not end up filming a ton tomorrow because I'm basically not going to be on the BDR route to get into Flagstaff. The descent off the Mogollon Rim is apparently just a mess right now. And so I might just take the main road and just have a nice relaxing ride into Flagstaff. That was that bit when Gavin and I did it, that there was some very rocky descents and a lot of like big ruts that weren't muddy when we went through, but God, they would have been a mess if they were. So yeah, I'll more than likely just head out from the campsite and just ride to Flagstaff. This got pretty ate up. Damn. Still, if you could just roll through it. Just roll. And then it's... So I gotta look at the diversion, because I can't go through Sunset Crater, and the next bit is up to the Grand Canyon. So I'm not sure exactly what I gotta do in order to get onto the Grand Canyon bit. Because this time I am going to go through the Grand Canyon, and I'm going to avoid that steep step section that we found last time, because according to the BDR organization, it is now even worse shape. I'll probably be on paved roads basically leaving Grand Canyon. And then I got to figure out if I'm going to stop somewhere for a couple of days and work on editing footage, or how I'm going to handle going into Utah. 18 miles. Yeah, I'm going to have basically lunch at the Young gas station. This is going to be kind of a boring video, unfortunately, since I lost my rear facing. But whatever. Honestly, it was pretty chill riding overall anyway. But hey, I got to see a Gila monster, so that was the highlight of the day for sure. Let's see, I don't technically need to go into Young because I have enough gas, but I'm probably going to do it anyway just to top off and then also to have lunch. Yeah, that was totally fine. I was in better shape than it was in 2020, so I know the BDRs are calling this an intermediate advanced, but it's actually in really good shape. Like, if you're a beginner and you have a good basic set of skills and maybe 2 people with you, I'd have no problem taking you up that. It would be challenging for a beginner, but imminently doable. Alright, here comes the hardball. I am going left because I'm going into Young to get gas. And then yeah, 15 miles to 260, which is basically where, I think it's the Sinkhole Campground is where I stayed last time.
1 hour later.
Alright, welcome back to Young and to the gas station where you need a dirt bike just to get into the parking lot. It's not actually that bad, but it definitely feels like that initially when you hop up there and you're just like, oh, God, yeah, the whole road is just washboarded. So yeah, the plan right now is to find out where I'm gonna camp, drop some of my gear, and head over to the Mogollon Rim, just check out the rim, fly the drone a little bit. They're grading the road, so I think I'm gonna want to go on this side. Because if I go on the other side, I run the risk of going head on with the friggin' road grader. I definitely don't want to do that. Alright, I'll cross over as soon as I get a window. God, some of those rocks are big. 71.62, we're still going up. I knew we were going to gain a lot of altitude. It's under 80 now. Feels pretty nice. Here's the pavement. The Rim Campground. Not the same place that I did last time, but that's alright. Alright.
A few moments later.
We're gonna go ride out to the rim, shoot some video, and come back. Yeah, I talked about this before, but so the Mogollon Rim is basically just a geologic feature. Most of northern Arizona, northwest New Mexico, southwest Colorado, some areas like in Utah are all on a basically plateau raised above the surrounding terrain. And this is the edge of it. This is the most well-defined edge of it, but yeah, this is the edge of it. So, you know, most of the morning I was at 5,000 feet max-ish, and now I'm at 7,500. So, you know, you gain 2,000 feet over all of the surrounding terrain, and it's quite nice up here. Oh boy. Gravel. I do remember the washboard on this road being pretty horrendous. Oh God. I can't really go on to the smooth stuff because it's in the opposing lane of traffic. And I know there will be I know there'll be vehicles coming the other way. I'll probably have the drone kind of follow me back from there, and then I'll stop once the battery's going dead. Hell, this is probably what broke Don's frame. It was good to get out here and at least ride this section of it, since I'm not connecting this through to Flagstaff. Oh my God, it's just continuous from gutter to gutter. Oh God. There is no escape. And here it is. There's the rim. Might actually go up here and flip around. like this road. I mean, I would tell Don this is probably what broke his frame, because he got up past this. It may not have been what messed up the bolts and stuff, because it sounds like his crash bar bolts were sheared off before that somehow, but this might not have done that, but it very well could have been what did his frame in finally. Here's the pavement, thank God. Yeah, the Mogollon Rim, and a whole lot of altitude change. That's probably the road that I'm going down tomorrow to get out of here.
Two hours later.
Let's download some footage. I am here at the Rim campground on Mogollon Rim, and I'm just working on getting the footage from the day downloaded. I am going to end up switching from this, which is the GoPro Max, to the GoPro 8 for my rear-facing camera, because I figured out that it will be smaller and a lighter footprint. Good day overall. Pretty short. I mean, it was 130, 140 miles, something like that, but pretty quick and easy overall. And tomorrow it is into Flagstaff. It'll be basically paved roads the whole way, so I'm not worried about filming too much. Should be a chill day ride into Flagstaff, set up camp. Gotta go hit the post office because I got something general delivery that should be there. And back to editing footage. So we'll see what I'm able to get done in the next 4 days, basically. I will catch you later. So I gotta download footage off of you.